Hey guys, I'm Element.
And I'm Choco. And together we are the
DYAD in the Force. I'm back from celebration, and it's been a hugely wonderful experience to meet all of you guys on the show floor for the first time or again. But we are back. Full disclosure, I've already seen this episode, so you're looking at Choco's reaction for the first time, and I'm excited to see his reaction.
Bo-Katan's gonna die. No, I think there's gonna be some.
If I had a bad poker face, how did you know?
I think we're gonna see some interesting things. I mean, I can't wait to jump into it. So to be clear, right, we have 2 episodes left, and this is not the finale.
This is not the finale. This is the penultimate one.
I expect bad things to come. Let's roll it, and hopefully I don't disappoint. So much pressure.
Have you come back to join the mercenaries?
And they're gonna retake Mandalore, and they're gonna live happily ever after.
Again, I can either confirm nor deny. My face just looks happy.
I still call it BS. That obscenely changes the ownership of the Darksaber from the Clone Wars.
This was an extraction.
I mean, it makes sense from his point of view.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Is she a Mandalorian? And that's why she's so ripped?
Ripped.
Bro. If you see it, you'll be like, I didn't know she rose like this. Y'all are almost rocking the same hairstyle.
What you laughing about?
Oh, this music is like straight out of Mass Effect 2. Like, this feels like you're at what,
Omega?
Club Omega? Yeah.
Also, I need that duster in uniform.
Yeah. With this type bidding, Moff Gideon.
Code TK2755.
Okay. They fly now?
And its rules and
All right.
regulations.
Come on, Thrawn. Pop up.
Show of strength.
He's ran late.
They will rally behind us.
Yes.
But that strength must not be wasted. Deliver on Project Necromancer.
Hey. Project
Captain
Necromancer.
You always speak with much authority.
That's Pelion?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Once again,
I was like smiling in the
Admiral
corner waiting for
Thrawn.
you to
from your
react.
delegation.
Here.
Project Necromancer is a place for that.
His brain is pudding now.
Dr. Pershing was captured by the New Republic. Resources and equipment, which should be shared.
Amassing it on Mount Tantus.
We've already received your request. Sounds like someone is concerned about an assassination.
Huh. All right, so we already got Praetorian guards.
And reinforcements for your TIE Interceptor Squadron.
I am increasingly
Is
confident
you?
that they are preparing to retake their home world of Mandalore.
You'll have
Okay,
your
where's
reinforcements
Sloane, though?
and your guard.
She's right there. Just kidding.
We shall be
It's like the Asian woman?
the Mandalorian once.
Okay.
Okay, the energy was a little bit different in the arena. But your boy Gillett is finally making his way downtown to Chinatown.
Ooh, what species was that? He looked dope. The Chimera? Shoot. Oh, okay. I saw. I was trying to figure out what the image was on the bottom. That is not the Chimera.
No, it was an Imperial ship. Look at the markings.
See those, my friend, are Mandalorian privateers.
Oh man, this atmosphere, so just seeing a mythosaur on a cruiser.
I must say, Emily Swallow, like, hot damn.
I don't know if I said this before I went off to Celebration, but I was saying it to everyone that I was meeting there in London. I understand all of the simping for Din Djarin because on the show floor, every Bo-Katan cosplayer, I was like, oh, she's so hot. Bo-Katan, she's so hot.
They will if they want to survive.
We don't see very many fleet concourses in Star Wars. Like, this is
That's true.
powerful. Oh, the music too.
Daddy might have to whoop some ass here.
So you might
That's that new 7.
smaller gathering before.
Thank you.
That's not the only gift I have for you.
IG-11? Yeah. Father, give me legs.
What did you do to IG-11?
No, that's IG-12 now. Think of it this way. It's more like a vehicle. It's safer that way.
Bad baby. Oh, let's go.
Well,
All right, so this was not on my bingo card.
He's got his knobs though.
no.
I think he's saying he's old enough to operate it.
He's a 50-year-old man. Let him live his life.
Get him out of there.
No.
Bad baby, not squizzy. Talking thing.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I mean, that would be any of our reaction, to be sure. All right, so there's the bird.
Mandalorians.
They're all pissed because they can't eat.
They can't like gather.
It is time to retake our homeworld. And down a small recon party. We'll scout the surface, find out what remains of the Great Forge, and establish a safe perimeter.
All right, please don't do a party of 12.
I need volunteers.
Oh, weird. All the named characters are going. Come on, pause. Hey.
Oh my god. We have a Mandalorian show. About Mandalorians.
Yeah? Oh, no. The armor is gonna die. Oh.
I mean, it's true. There might be some resentment there.
The reason I said I didn't want 12 to go because I already said the show's already getting Jewish, and I was expecting the 12 spies. 2 of them say that the land is fertile, and the others say it's not worth.
Go on, look.
Not worth it.
Secure.
That last scene looked like an album cover.
We'll survey the surface until we find the forge and create a safety zone.
I thought he was gonna hold his robot hand.
We have failed,
Oh.
but our blasters remain in your service.
The ISB have
Okay,
reached
we're
out to
getting the lore.
negotiate a ceasefire. In exchange for submitting to the Empire and disarming, all remaining cities and Mandalorian lives were to be spared.
Are you Death Watch?
Death Watch exists no longer. It's shattered into many warring factions.
So we defeated ourselves.
It is always our own division.
We'll rebuild it. Isn't
Hug
that
her.
our history? For thousands of years, we have been on the verge of extinction, and for thousands of years, we have survived. I will serve you until it is.
Oh, look at her face. She's like, oh, dude.
That made me cry again. It's like she needed to hear that. And that was every RPer's wet dream of being able to say Lady Kreese, and like it would be cool to say.
I extra like this whole boat cruiser. Like this is
can bring you there.
Dang it! I was waiting for you to call it. I was like, dun-dun, dun.
I mean, they know where it is. It's that. It seems too obvious. They've been here this whole time.
No, you know what I mean. Like whenever we watch Fast and Furious, like we don't got friends, and I'm like, boom, I got family.
Seriously?
You call me primitive.
Or fight.
You'll see it as a helmet, right?
He's still gonna do it.
They're like, the hell?
You have no choice but to listen to Grogu. He looks at you like that, and you're like, fine.
With those eyes? Yeah.
Anytime he looks at
He
you
did
like
the
that.
stare and drive, didn't he? He got that from me. So there's going to be a war happening in the sky soon. Is it just me, or should they have started turning earlier?
I mean, listen. We already know, like, Mandalore in Legends was a fucking Jurassic Park. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yes, yes. Wrong. No, wrong. Just put a crosshair soundboard on an IG.
He needs a, yeah, he definitely needs a wrong button. Although part of me feels like these refugees have to be working for Moff Gideon. Okay, so who are these clones of? Don't tell me they're clones of Din Djarin.
Say what you will about Costa. You want her on your side. Din again.
Din is just such a himbo. He just like...
I mean, he is the epitome of
I got woven mail.
No, he is the epitome of how SWTOR players play quests, right? He's just gonna run in.
Yeah. So this is all a trap. Y'all know that, right? Moff Gideon, the Mandalorian.
Is that it has me in it.
So he is...
You see, every society has something to offer.
They're all him.
The Jedi.
I mean, can't the Darksaber do something?
The purge of Mandalore will be complete.
They're gonna take off his briefs.
I should have killed you when I had the chance.
He can't win it.
This is the way.
Man, Gideon really wants to be a Mandalorian.
I mean, I imagine he's also gonna die because Favreau just doesn't want to play the character anymore.
Things that remind me of like Platoon and movies like those really hurt. How do you win against people who have the same armor as you? Blunt trauma.
I mean, that literally is the way.
It is.
Like,
or the Duchess.
Knights back in the day would just turn their sword around backwards and hammer people to death with them. Got the Praetorian Guards. Damn. This is the way.
Oh, Famuyiwa. Okay.
His first episode was the prison episode, the prison break, and I just didn't like that episode. But damn,
You're gonna tell me I was gonna cry for Paz Vizsla? Be out your mind. I don't think he's gonna live through this.
You know what though? And Star Wars has to stop doing this. Listen, the guy who has the heavy gun can't always be the last guy. You know what I mean? Like, they keep doing it. Literally, that's how Heavy died. That's how Thorn died. Excellent episode. Tons of great lore. Ramifications are endless. See, my thing was I needed for you to actually bring Thrawn into this. There needed to be a reason that he would want to stick with the Empire.
Oh yeah. What's the reason? I want to see if it lines up with mine.
The reason is all of these inside tracks, which, by the way, this tells me that they're also bringing back Delta Source. This is a spoiler for the Heir to the Empire, the original Thrawn trilogy. So I'm doing this, and I'm going to do this again when I'm done saying it. So throughout that whole story, the Thrawn, specifically Thrawn, was only Thrawn, but he always knew exactly what the New Republic was planning. He knew what they were doing. And when they asked, he's like, oh, I got it from Delta Source. And no one could figure out who Delta Source was, what they were doing. And so all of his plans would like succeed. And one of them hacked Delta Source so they could figure out what information was being transmitted, but not who was doing it or why or where they were or whatever. And this is going out throughout all 3 books. It turns out it was introduced in the very first book. Right in front of where the Senate meets, there's these beautiful trees that change color when you touch them. They react to vibrations. And so basically underneath the tree, he had tapped into it with a device to measure the vibrations in the tree that would trigger the color change, and then would convert that into data and then submit it out. But you don't find this until like the end of the beginning of book 3 or the end of book 2. And it was just such a cool way of like, because they've always been describing this damn thing throughout the entire trilogy. All he wants is the best tools for the job. He didn't get his fighters. So either he's going to get something comparable. I mean, now he has access to Beskar. He has access to, I mean, there's some major technologies that are being worked on in the background that no one can see or has access to, because that's what he was, most, hell-bent on.
I think.
Also, cloning technology, if we're going to directly go the Heir to the Empire.
Well, I mean, mine's a little bit more simpler. I think that Gideon has stepped on Thrawn's toes, and I think Thrawn has a larger plan in place that is kind of positioning him as heir to the Empire, and like, people like Gilad Bellion are like heralding his return as the reemergence of the remnant and the Empire. But I think ultimately, because Gideon is kind of stepping on his toes with this, I think that Thrawn might come in with a storyline that might save the Mandalorians. I think he sees the value in their fleet and then them coming back versus a fleet controlled by Gideon's clones.
I would freaking love that. I mean, I mean that's how the Book of Thrawn Treason basically ends, was with his forces taking down a corrupt Imperial ship. And so he's certainly not above or unwilling to do something like that. And if it's not fitting in with his big picture, and then of course he would say something smooth and slick of like, destroy the Mandalorians. Such a rich and vibrant culture.
Wait, no, I forget. Not everyone can appreciate art as I do. No,
what I really need is for Thrawn to run into artwork that suggests that Sabine is still alive.
I mean, he will. I mean,
that's got to be in the storyboards of like, she wants to get the drop on him, but he knows she's alive because of her artwork.
So
and she's like hoisted.
This is approaching territory that I don't know what you guys have seen. The public for Ahsoka, unless you've been surfing the Twitters and trying to get the leaks. There's a lot that I don't know exactly what's public, what they've dropped. and what remains closed doors.
No, that's true. I wanted to have this conversation with you because I have been rapidly consuming everything I can get my hands on. It's kind of a celebration thing with you. When you are there, you get extra stuff in your panels, but you don't see any of these televised interviews and all this stuff. And I am just religiously watching every single one of them. Were you in the Ahsoka panel?
I did not actually, but I was shown what was shown.
Well, if they have high quality versions, let me know. But I also seen it, so I just can't wait to see my girl Sabine with her lights, with Ezra's lightsaber,
honestly,
going ham on Shim.
Honestly, like seeing Hera, Sabine, and even Thrawn, Ezra, Vernestra, just a whole bunch of people in live action that have never. It's like a convergence almost. Shout out to the book by Zoraida Cordova. It's where it's just like everything is meeting in the middle now. Like all of our book original characters, all of our animated show original characters can and will appear in live action now.
It's funny. I was actually going to message you about the Vernestra thing before it happened because, all right. So day one, I'm watching these interviews as they're going off. It's maybe the third or fourth interview, but she didn't say she was playing Vernestra. She was like, no one really mentioned anything about their species or gave any details. And she's like, I'm playing a wise Jedi Master who is a Mary Allen. Like, she's Vernestra, bro. She's got to be Vernestra, bro. I know it.
Wow, she said,
"Say it, goddamn it!" Yeah, she's. But that was like, and that was super early day one.
I can't wait for all of this, and then we have we'll cover this all in separate videos and DYAD in the Force. But we have so much from Celebration to cover and break down together as the DYAD. But I guess that'll do it for this reaction. I was hoping for, and we got it. You know, Choco is super hyped about what's happening next. They're about to attack the Mandalorian fleet. Bo-Katan's on the run with all of the Mandalorians, and we'll see if Thrawn is on his way. I mean, my speculation is that this final episode ends with the thing that I said. He's like, they're too valuable to be destroyed, and then he turns on Gideon. So what is your immediate, like, boom, the episode starts next week? What's happening?
Episode starts next week. Yeah, we are getting the elimination of the fleet, and of course there's no way to communicate up or down from there. We have the Mandalorians there on the planet, and Din Djarin is in custody, and we will get, you know, an actual face-off between Din himself. And by the way, they're going to take off his helmet. They are going to take off his helmet.
And do you think it's going to, like, are you hinting that they're going to take it off and it's not going to matter anymore? Like, he's going to, like, walk both ways?
My mom's favorite band of all time is Aerosmith. Yeah. So you can't say, yeah. Anyways, yeah, they're going to forcibly remove, or he'll wake up and his helmet will have been removed, and then he's going to feel lost and destroyed, you know, because if we can't get this planet back, then am I forever separated from my people? Am I no longer one of them? And I think once we get this part resolved, we will have a more unity among the Mandalorian people, the survivors of this attack. And this might be what abolishes that rule, because all of them are following very, very different rules, all based on nobility and custom and respect, all valid in their own right, but incongruent with one another. So yeah, I think that'll address that. But this whole where is Thrawn? Why isn't he coming? Why isn't he part of this dark council? I feel like this is going to be similar to what we've seen before. I think this is going to be a throwback to Aftermath, right? We had Imperial remnants fighting in Aftermath. Alice Rax was like, nope. He had all of them meet up, figured out who was loyal to Palpatine. Everyone else died. I think the coming of Thrawn is going to be that, is because he's Rax on cracks. You see how I did that there? So yeah, I think he's gonna need to clean house for people who, also the Asian lady Moff. dead.
Damn, Asian erasure.
I mean, he was like, I think we need new leadership. And she's like, seconded this bitch. Yeah. So I think Thrawn's going to come through and clean house.
We have one more week, one more episode to go for The Mandalorian. Can't wait to see when that happens. Also, Ahsoka, August. Wow. We'll talk more about that in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos and reactions from us. Follow our journey with Supernatural, and we may be starting some other series as well. And if you have suggestions for those, leave those comments in the comment section. On to the next one.
The Force will be with you always.
We are all the Dyad.